I'm good. Alright, so this game is Gone Home. It's a... my voice could be a tiny bit louder, but it's not bad. I'm sorry, this is as loud as my voice goes. Otherwise, I would be yelling. I'll turn the sounds down a little bit further. I'm not a yelling person. Alright, anyway. This has Gone Home. It's a game about um, the character that you play is somebody who's just come home from a long vacation. I believe she went to Europe for like a year or two. And in that time that she was away, her parents moved house. And so she's come home to her new home just after getting back from overseas. So that's the setup of the game. It's set in the 90s too.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
June 7th, 1995 at 1:15 a.m. Whoa. I always forget that's the case. I think I should turn this up a bit though. Controls. Let's turn down the mouse sensitivity. I always forget about that. That's a bit better. Okay. There's a note. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it's impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone, Mum and Dad, to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. It's locked. We can't enter our house because it's locked. But we live here. Alright. That's us. We're in Portland. Useful information. Cup. Okay. Christmas lights and a duck. Grab the Christmas duck. Can I just keep the duck? I'll put it with my bags. Put the duck with the bags. There's a key under the duck. They have this whole, like, indoor porch area. It's crazy. I want something like this. A door, and then the actual door. I know, right? It's an amazing house. Oh, gosh, it's so big. Oh, God. Love that during a storm. Turn some lamps on. Have a sticky peek around. Oh gosh. Directions to work from the new house. Okay, cool. Travel time 1 hour and 10 minutes. Whoa. That is a significant travel time. Nothing in that drawer. Nothing too much in that drawer. We've still got some boxes to unpack. Invoice to Terrence Greenbrier. This just looks like packing and moving. Cool.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Okay. Cool. At the new house. It's added to the backpack. Cool beans. Alright. Oops. The bathroom. Let's not do that. Let's not just turn on the faucet. Author magazine. Stephen King. Okay. It's always good to flush the toilet. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's investigate over this side. Janice Greenbrier. She's a senior conservationist. Imagine if you could make money at that sort of a thing these days. Goodfellow High School. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a card there. Read card. Have a doggone cool 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Sam, Uncle Harvey. I bet he put money in the card or something. Interesting. It's a pretty good card. Doggone. It's one of my trophies. So that's Caitlin Greenbrier, who came first place with 4 other girls in the relay. Mexico in Mexico. Regional track and field, long jump event, first place. Real athletic type. Can I turn on this lamp? Ooh. Oh, read letter. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable, fantasizing about our own dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. There's a little bit of jealousy in this letter, I can feel it. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers, I'll play them seriously. um, but I shouldn't be complaining about the good old split level we've got. Okay, I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got a new vinyl siding, sorry. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So, how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? That's what we've just come back from. Speaking of jealous, she's jealous of the European adventure too. Right back soon. I miss you, roomie. Carol. I think there's a way to crouch. Yep, crouch. Nothing in here though. Can I just move around crouched? I'm a baby. Nothing in there. It's even slower. Jeez. They really have not finished moving in yet. Okie dokie. What's over here? Is there a lamp over here? Not. Oh, there. Grab marker. Grab the marker. No! Why are they so skinny? Stop it. Oh, read itinerary. Alright. So it looks like this was sort of a plan of where we were going. So we left last year. So it has been a year. And we went to Amsterdam. Oh, Amsterdam in the 90s. I bet I know what Katie was up to. What's over here? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Read the note. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to see the new house, call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is that he had a Nintendo when we were little. Geez, somebody doesn't like Daniel. Okay, I guess we can't call anyone.
Sam. Sam. Hello? Sam! Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. So that last message was us, was Katie, us. But the other two messages was, I don't know. Oh, see you, Tom. Love that you got to hang around for a little bit. Have a great day. But yeah, I don't know who the other two messages were from. Interesting. Oh gosh, light. Need to be able to see. This house is so big and dark. And looks like the wallpaper needs to be replaced. What's in here? Okay. Cool. So we're building a mental a mental map of the house. Okay. Welcome, new student. I'm assuming this is Sam's because we haven't been here for a year. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so you can get right into the swing of things. 1 sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods. 1 lined notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils. 1 box of colored pencils. A standard combination lock for your assigned locker. A nutritious lunch, or $2.50 for lunch provided by the school cafeteria. $2.50 is pretty good for a lunch cafeteria. And a positive attitude. She's ticked off all of them, well, crossed out all of them except a positive attitude, so I'm guessing she didn't bring that on the first day. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, welcome, Beth Valance, Principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Okay, so I guess this is the Psycho House, and she is the Psycho House Girl. First day of school. Added to the backpack. It's one of the postcards. Paris. Hi, Mom and Dad. Oh, shoot. Hi, Mom and Dad and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done so many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner. I don't know. I'm not very good at French. And wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you are my favorite sister. I think she's your only sister, but okay. Love you all, Katie. Weird that they've moved house and she's not used to it. It's weird that she chose to go away in the year that they moved. Maybe it was unexpected. That is such a weird cabinet, and I kinda want it. I kinda love it. Can we play cards? Read obituary. Oscar Doc Mason. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason, born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be the home for the rest of his life. He attained a degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home, so he became a bit of a hermit. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, which is our dad, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. So I'm guessing that Oscar died... Is there a date on this? There's not a date on this section. But I'm assuming that's how we got this house, is that Oscar died and we got it. Grab photo. DeSoto. Army. girl with pink hair. I feel like that would not be allowed. I don't, unless it's just a bad lighting picture. Can I pick up any of this? I don't think so. It is weird that this is a cabinet, but this part here isn't a drawer, so I don't know. Is there anything in the bin? There's something beside the bin. Oh gosh. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this, and right back. Hi Tommy, yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought that since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yes / no, and she said no. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Okay, so I guess Uncle Oscar, or our great Uncle Oscar, was known for being a little bit eccentric. This is a bit creepy. This lamp does not illuminate much light. I don't understand these office lamps. So who left the lamp on and, like, the lights off? What kind of depressed person does that? Oh, it's a writer. He's writing something. Okay. Pioneer CLD-T703 combination laserdisc / compact disc player. I'm not going to read all those specs because that's a bit ridiculous. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that the Pioneer seems to share this particular. And that's where it stops. Okay, so I guess our dad writes for reviews, or at least he wrote that one review. The killing of JFK, a theory. You've seen the movie. Discover the truth. A superb work of spectacular speculation, plotted with amazing skill, and showing a level of magnetic artistry not usually present in such academic pieces. A thrilling theory. I couldn't put the book down. An important new look at the circumstances surrounding one of the greatest tragedies of our time. I mean, like, yeah, it was a tragedy. I wouldn't call it the greatest tragedy of our time, but sure, whatever. Oh god, I didn't mean to throw the book. I wanted to put it back. I guess it's a ground book now. Nothing there. Nothing there. I do not know the combination. Gonna interact with anything on the bookshelf? Nope. Jeez. Electrical inspection form for this house. Wiring in house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into the structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupt circuits wired directly behind the surfaces. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls and floor and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, the issues will not be addressed. Okay. So basically this is explaining the fact that why the lights are blinking on and off so much is because the wiring is a bit weird, but it's not unsafe. Also, the company name for the electricity company is called Black Cat Electrical Co., which, like, I feel that. That's a good electrical company name. I like it. Okay. Whoops. There's nothing there. Nothing in there. Can I turn on the fan? That is such a slow fan. It would not move any decent air around. What are we? This is such a big library. This is such a big library. I want it in my house. Oh, these are not closed very well. Grab lid. Can I? Oh, I can put it down. Grab Dead second book. The Accidental Pariah. Terence L. Greenbrier. Wonder what the L stands for. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt, and lines of communication are down. That's right. He writes like JFK alternative universe where JFK was saved instead of killed by a time traveler. Gosh, Chad. A gentleman's magazine. Well, you went snooping around his stuff. Moscow by night. Drugs, prostitution, the mafia. The new rules of love. Can I read this? Japan's bloodiest war on dolphins. What are these articles? Ladies in the ring, the women of wrestling. That makes sense. And this makes sense. But that is weird. Japan's bloody war on dolphins? What? It's a bit weird. Alright, let's put the book back. Put the lid back. Yeah. Let me put it back. And close this. Just walk away. Toxic people, walk away. It's a teen magazine. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Sounds good. I totally would love to see a teenage drag queen. Readers, tell us about their worst moments. 90210, does anyone still care? No. Nobody cares about 90210. The male gaze, how to subvert it. Hell yeah. Sarah Holst, not gathering moss. I don't know how I feel about, like, this game using actual images, considering it's not, like, it is realistic, but it's, like, weird. It's, like, a weird dissonance. Oh, what's this? Grab book. A stranger under my roof? #1 best-selling advice book for parents of teens. Seems like they're struggling with Sam. Because that book is like weirdly cartoonish compared to the rest of these. There are a lot of books here though, so it might just be one of the collection. God, I wish I had bookshelves like this. Dream house. So many gaffs as well. I would like. God. I want this. I wonder if some of those are Oscars, or whether they're all Terrence's. I should probably turn the lights off. Wait, did I turn the light off in there? Was the light already on, or did I turn it on? Don't like leaving lights on. That is such a weird light switch. It's like 2 buttons. I would fiddle with that so much. Okay, close the door. See? I am entertained by very small things. Okay, so this is the lounge room. Oh, VHSs, I remember them. A tape. Girl Scout. Role model. Can I listen to it? I wonder if this is copyright music. Bad matchbook. Oh, it's one of those ones where you break the matches off. I hate this. I should probably turn this off. Ah yes, the X-Files. I would circle that to. Oh, the Labyrinth. I want to watch the Labyrinth though. At 9 p.m. Labyrinth. Robocop. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Ah, classic. Red Dwarf. Oh god. Mork and Mindy. Oh. I do. I miss the 90s. Chinatown. Matlock. Coaster. Put your mugs on, Coaster. Whoops, shit. I did not mean to throw the mug like that. What is it? Mum's old work mug? Oh, it's from her old work. Right, got it, got it. Okay. It's weird how we can just pick up mugs.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports.
Oh, there's a severe weather warning. Wonder how we flew in with a severe weather warning. Making friends. Sam thought this might help. Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Oh god. It'd be so horrible if your dad gave you something like this. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy. So I guess that's what the subtitle is. Even when you're shy. I do like this fashion. I wish, like, everything was colourful.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Okay. So it looks like Sam wants to be friends with that girl. Even though she's shy. The Dark Crystal. Oh god. I remember that. What's this one? X-Files. Yes. Somebody needs to organize their collection. Is that even it's not even opened. Oh, something here. Hi Terry, enclosed please find the Pioneer CLD D703 unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like he gave us for the CLD-D502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs as well as laser discs. And they wanted us to definitely hit the signal to noise ratio and toss-link stuff for high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. Okay, so Dad definitely does write reviews then. But he also writes novels? Cool. Read shipping label. Okay. So that's where we used to live, I'm assuming, and this is where we live now. So that was the old house. In Dry Creek. Well, sorry, in Forest Grove, and now we're in Boone County. Cool. Good to know. Oh, open the doors. Open them. Is there anything in there? Grab button. Bratmobile! Whoa. If I close this now, will it fall off? Ah. Go back in the cupboard. There we go. Now I'm in the way. Hauntings and poltergeists. Relatable. Poltergeists and... wait. Hauntings and poltergeists, poltergeists and hauntings. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. How to categorize and understand strange phenomena. And you may encounter... phenomena you may encounter. Blech. Learn about the unhappy spirits that share the earth with us and what they can teach us about our connection with the natural world. Dogwood paperback. Interesting. A little fort here. Even more shelves. This house has so many shelves. I'm jealous. I want more shelves. Read story. The heaven... heaven is spelt wrong. Okay, but... The heaven at the edge of the world, Samantha Greenbrier, grade 2. Oh, story. The Turtle People, part 1. Oh, and all the turtle stickers as well. They're very cute. Oh gosh. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to paradise there. She heard the cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island," the first mate said. "It looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. A lot of blacks here. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "Y'ar never gonna find the edge. Thar ain't no paradise, and y'ar father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. Very cute. Is there anything else in here? What other VHSs do we have? The Time Machine, Fantastic Voyage, Top Gun, Clue, Ghostbusters and Labyrinth. Everything's been recorded. The Andromeda Strain. Strain or... yeah, Strain. Airplane! Moonraker. Beetlejuice, Robocop, Blade Runner, Director's Cut, JFK again. A lot of JFK references here. X-Files, 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 X-Files. A lot of X-Files. Wonder whether these go in here or whether these are the ones without the cases. Oh. the book that Dad wrote, The Accidental Savior, so I'm guessing this is the first one. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond. A high-class political thriller. Interesting. Terry, man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your cast letter how much of a pain it's been to try to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write out how it sounds. And then get paid! I've included some issues of their magazine to use as an example. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him your old college chum, Mike, sent you. Here's the address. Do it, tells Mike. Okay, so that's how he got into the review work. So he was a published author, struggling published author, kind of, and then he started to do review work. Let's turn off this lamp over here, since we're done in this room. Okay. Bunch of coupons. Save 25 cents. I guess that was more back then. It's a nice painting. U.S. National Forestry Manual. The United States Department of Agriculture. Wait. This is like a different library. Okie dokie. Close the cabinet, close the cabinet. Can I pick the pencil up? Should not be on the floor. Open folder, rate assignment. Reproductive system worksheet, Samantha Greenborough. So we need to follow one of these. We need to follow either the menstrual cycle or how sperm is produced in the testicles. Okay. Samantha Greenbrier, Period 4 Health Class, Miss Myers, Reproductive Worksheet, System Worksheet 2, The Menstrual Cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939. Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wiln in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep in her gut, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of her uterus is getting thick and soft. She can't stay on a goddamn line, this girl. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum growls. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out towards her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock, and the moment freezes. The flash, and the smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by the German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and for a time Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting her sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Burroughs loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Burroughs alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. And the teacher wrote "see me" because obviously the teacher does not appreciate fine literature. Textbook. World history. There are so many just like glasses and stuff around. Ooh, I like this music. Oh god. Oh, the record scratch scared me. Why did it have to be like that? This is like a cupboard, right? Surely this is openable. Apparently not. Apparently it's just a weird table. Somebody's been drinking a bit. Oh, what's this? Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time on those games anyway, no hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back over to our house anytime to visit. Sincerely, Mary Schultz. Okay, so obviously Daniel did get an invite over.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Okay, so that's why she invited him over, was to manipulate him and get his Nintendo games. Jeez, he's got a lot of copies of his books. Oh, should turn off the lamp. The light, sorry. It's not a lamp. Turn off this lamp. This corner is so dark. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing, Sam. Coupons. Save 25 cents. Am I standing too close to the drawer? Indeed I was. Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that'd be cool. I can drive, it's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet up in the parking lot after 6th, Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there, and I'm totally gonna kick your butt. Get ready. L. And a nice little drawing. Those hands are really good.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, it turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Okay. Nothing too interesting there. The straw just has a highlighter in it. Okay, so that's a scribbled out note. Oh, this door's locked. I guess we've gone as far as we can this way. Should turn off some of the lights. Thought I saw something in there. Never mind, never mind. Don't mind me. I wish there was a run button in this game. This hallway is real creepy with the lights off. Okay. Let's see. That door is locked. Guess we're going upstairs. Ba-dum, ba-dum. What's going on? What's going on? There's like so much furniture that just has nothing in it. I wonder how recently they moved in. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Boone County, plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of the next week as a part of Forestry Service run burn control of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Excuse me. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on the speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area the following weekend. Cool, so Mum was kind of in the paper-ish, being quoted. Cool. Lights. Grab comb. Weekly planner. Oh gosh, who writes like this? Monday, couples, bonding. Ew. Wednesday, cooking class, take apron. Friday, ballroom dancing, that got crossed all out. Monday, couples bowling. Oh. Bowling? Is the other one bowling as well? Couples bowling? It's also been crossed out for the next week. Wednesday, cooking class. Friday, ballroom dancing, that also got crossed out. So it looks like the only thing she's doing is cooking class now. And cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. So it looks like she's not doing a lot with her husband these days. She's just going to cooking class by herself. It's a bit sad. Salmon form. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, effective 9th 2nd, 94. Is that 2nd of September or the 9th of February? American dates. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock, I can't say that for some reason. Flintlock Forestry Station Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of the transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Okay. So somebody is being transferred, and Janice is supposed to be in charge of the transfer, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, cassette. Okay, that's just the case.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Okay. So, she's been hanging out with Lonnie, who's given her a cassette tape for the Bratmobile. But she doesn't keep the holder, the box with the cassette. So let's just see what's on the tape. But the tape is not with it. Wonder whether... No, it wasn't. The other tape we found before was a different tape. Sam, stop leaving every damn light on in the house. You're as bad as your sister. Hey, I've been turning off lights. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. I guess we've stolen Daniel's Nintendo game. Read Stanley worded letter. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd, compared with Katie, who is only three years older than me, and yet you allow her to go all the way across the ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you also remember that I have my own car now, you really can't stop me. Sorry, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Right, so, if Sam is 17 and we're 3 years older than her, we're 20. I guess we would have been 19 when we left. That's interesting. I don't think I would have been okay with going across to Europe when I was on my own, when I was 19. I'm not even sure I could do it now. Where's the light? Lamp. Is there no ceiling light in this room? What the heck? There's just the lamp. There's no lights in this room. It's just lamps. There's a little basket. Ugh, I hate that. Adventurous cat returns. Cheat codes. Okay. Cool. Cool schmo. Not the tape that was potty mouth before. Same band though.
Cool, yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmo.
These pictures of like clothes and drawers is really weird. Magic eye posters. I really hate magic eye posters. No thanks. No, thank you. More Super Nintendo games. Journey of the Crystal. Super Spitfire. What did it say? Man, Sam had this in like the 4th grade. Grab book. Holy Bible. Whoa, it's so white. Grab color. Aw, mittens. Mittens is a cat at our old house. I guess. I miss Mittens, and I never even knew Mittens. Got your number. Who's got a crush on you? Are you going to the dance with anyone? Do you like sport? Would you introduce me to your friend? Are you busy Friday? So dreamy. All this stuff on the floor, and you have like this empty cupboard here you could be putting stuff in. But no, you leave it in boxes on the floor. I'm in the closet. Whoops. Let me close it. Close the door. There we go. What does it say? I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? You better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. Meow. Gross. It's a lot of celebrities. I don't have that combination either. Cool. Secrets. I don't want to pick up the cup, thanks. Groove. Exclusive. AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum Live, sorry. Eddie, Veda, Weezer, Veruca Salt wants it now. Interesting. Max and Martine wanted for the murder of Straight Edge. These bedside table cabinet things with these bits are weird. It's like a remote holder or a magazine holder. I don't know how I feel about it. Grab Steggy. Stella? Stelly? Steggy. His name's Steggy. He got a tag. His name's Sticky. Why you got a fork in the ground? I see something under the bed. Read brochure. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done. Ooh. That's nice. Read slip. Samantha Greenbrier, Year 11, Teacher Fletcher, Period 5, Subject Shop 1, Assignment Metalworking Engraving. C-, not a challenging assignment, metal plaque for family portrait reasonable, but subject not complex. When I said Mum and Dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges showed more pride in work. Ugh. Teachers. That's in the bin. Student name, Yolanda DeSoto. I think that's Lonnie. The little friend that played Street Fighter. Time at 9:20 a.m. Teacher, Mr. Benchley. Room, hall. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labelled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Mr. Soto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Mr. Soto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Mr. Soto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answering machine. No answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. I guess she did not do that. Interesting. Good fellow. I guess that's our school. And the school mascot is an owl. Kind of like that. Oh god. I hate Emery boards. Emma. Jane Austen. What else has she got? Oliver Twist, Tom Sawyer, Ben-Hur, The Jungle Books, Selected Stories and Poems by Owen Wister, The Virginian, Selected Stories and Poems by Edgar Allan Poe, my bad, Treasure Island, The Call of the Wild, The Master of Ballantrae? I don't know that one. War of the Worlds, The Scarlet Pimpernel. I don't know that one either. Metamorphosis and Frankenstein. Interesting. Good book collection. Weird how they've all got like white covers. Read brochure. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Miss Blacklock. Reed College, one of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts, science and science institutes, is proud to announce its 14th annual summer program for young scholars. This program invites students of grade 10 and 11 to attend lectures, workshops, and discussions covering a wide variety of intellectual pursuits. By focusing on small group sessions and close faculty-student interactions, the program encourages young minds to thoroughly explore areas of growth and enrichment as they approach the threshold of higher education. The program is divided into distinct tracks by subject matter, but students are encouraged to select sessions on a secondary track along with that to which they are admitted. On-campus housing and meals are provided as part of the program's tuition. Scholarships for the summer program are available based on merit and need, judged by each student's submitted portfolio and financial documentation. The summer program's tracks are Anthropology, Art and Art History, Classics, English Creative Writing, which is highlighted, History, Humanities, Mathematics, Philosophy, Religion, Sociology, and Theatre. Interesting. Beyond the benefits of the program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for the first year at Reed if they decide to attend the university full-time as undergraduates and are accepted by Reed's admission board. Educators at students' schools have been provided with documentation outlining the specific requirements for each track and processes for submitting portfolios and applications. Students accepted to the program will be notified at the beginning of the calendar year 1995. Explore, learn. That sounds really cool. I'd be into it. Oop. Close the door. Wear goggles and rubber gloves when handling anything in this room. I should turn off the lamp in this room. The lamps, plural. Prove Mom wrong. I really like that. That's really cool. There wasn't anything that room, but I don't think I want to go in there just yet. It's just the hallway. I want to look at what's here first. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last week and Todd won't shut up about it, so Either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably what time. Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I gonna barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore unless Uma Thurman, I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. Is 7:15 okay? Don't barf. Haha, alright, see you then. And it's drawing of a hamburger barfing. I assume Lonnie did that. Interesting stuff. Is that our shadow or? No, that's just a shadow of the plant. Do we have a shadow? We don't have a shadow. Bathroom. Ooh, oh gosh. Oh, it's red hair dye. Wash the bath out properly. Gosh, it's not supposed to stay in the goddamn bath.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
I see. Oh, it's just a claw-topped bathtub. Yeah, like, just rinse off the bathtub properly. Jeez, it's not that hard. I dye my hair all the time. This one's broken. Towels. Wonder whether these are fixtures of the house, because they don't seem to match things very well. Flush toilet. Toilet paper. Box. Emery board. What's the box? Ah. Just some sanitary products. What's that? Cleaning powder. Band-aids. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in here. What's this bathroom just has a bathtub. I'd hate that. I prefer showers. Oh gosh, I guess this is the parents' room? Why are the doors open? It's just got clothes in them. Yeah, there's nothing interesting in any of these drawers, I don't think. That's nicely neat and organized for several pairs of jeans. Wait. A bath. Oh, it's a calm and Tom. Thought it was something interesting, but no. Yeah, nothing interesting there. Mum's purse. It's a nice purse. Put it back. Postcard. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the channel. This is my second passage through the channel, on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, except I was too excited about the channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. There's another postcard from us. Oh my gosh, apparently we're too close to open drawers. Scrapbook, Holy Bible. This one is Black and pretty well worn. Examine business card. Unknown dimension literature. Kaz publisher. Communication must be total and conscious before we can stop it. Okie dokie. Who made all this mess? Some of these drawers are like super neat and some of them are super messy. I can't close this one even because it's like pulled completely out. Well, there's clues under the bed too. Secret bed book. Examine bookmark. Oh shoot. I just took it out. I took it out of her place in the book. Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. Collection of poems. I guess she's reading poems secretly? Or is this Dad's side? Maybe this is Dad's side. Oh no, it's Mum's side. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have our own down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life actually. You get used to each other, you live your own lives in the same house, the kids grow up and then go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry, Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal, and as for Sam being distant, that's just a teenage thing for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime though, this controlled burn sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick? So that must be the new transfer. You have got to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole baggage. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up, Terry, until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Love, Carol. Oh, Carol. Ooh, family photo. Ooh, we look like a very 90s family. I guess this is a closet. Why is the light on in this closet? There's nothing interesting in this closet, is there? Oh, book. Watercolor techniques for florals and still life. Are you a watercolorist looking to improve your skills? So was Bradford Gregory at once. Since he began painting with watercolors at the age of 40, he has gone on to win countless awards in national and international exhibitions. Ooh. Now with watercolor techniques for floral and still lifes, he shares. Okay, whatever. It's just a floral and still life book. It's just a basic parent bedroom. It's not that interesting. I'm not that interested. Ooh, bathroom. Oh my gosh, this is nice and fancy. Oop, wrong direction. Look at all the candles. Oh. Ugh. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse personally, spiritually, sexually. Yeesh. Oh, it's by a reverend. Oh, it's a religious book. Ugh. It may seem that the inevitable spark that you and your spouse shared on your honeymoon should fade over time, but it doesn't have to be. Part 1 provides simple steps to reopen the lines of communication between you and your spouse, allowing you to face the problems you share as partners instead of rivals. Part 2 leverages the Reverend's decades of service to God, helping you connect with the higher power. Ugh. You'll draw strength from spirituality you might not even know you have. Part 3 offers a number of fresh and exciting ideas for the bed. Blech. Cool. Cool. That's really weird to read on the toilet. Just saying. So there was a book about, like, still life florals and stuff. So is Mum making these paintings, or does she just really like plants a lot? Who knows? Who knows? I like this bathroom though, although there's no shower, there's just baths, and I'm a shower person. I need to shower to feel clean. I don't want to become a person soup. Okay. Don't think there's too much else going on here. Turn that lamp off. I really want to close this drawer. Mitten! Aw, Mitten! Mittens, one. Our cat, Caitlin, age 5. Oh, I drew this. Open hamper. Yeah, close hamper. There's nothing in the hamper. It's not that interesting. Is it just sheets or towels or something, I think? There's nothing under this side of the bed except clothes, right? Gee, this is messy. Did they, like, just move here, or have they been here a while? It's hard to tell. Because, like, I've sent them a couple of postcards, but there's a lot of boxes still that haven't been unpacked. Ooh, a note. Katie, Mum and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they went around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore, Sam. Sam, what are you? Why won't you be needing your room anymore? Oh gosh, I guess this is the guest room. Yeah, it's really, not done up. I kinda like this lamp though. That mattress looks so thin. Read note. Hey Sam, you were asking what my IROTC ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering, this means the army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team, the army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training, I am a born adventuress and no borders can hold me. The army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, you do now. Lonnie D. Yeah, so Yolanda DeSoto or Lonnie. Examine composition book. Ghost Hunter journal. Sightings journal. August 31st. Hey, that's my birthday. 1994. I would have been 1 year old. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. So Samantha wears glasses. Good to know. September 3rd, 1994. 12:44 a.m. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello, did not investigate, it was probably the furnace. September 9th, 1994. 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from carton in fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirit skin sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Moo! Also ghost milk. Ooh. October 9th, 1994, 11:24 p.m. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly began to feel cold. We built a protective fort. October 22nd, 1994, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lottie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. October 28th, 1994, 10 p.m. to October 29th, 4 a.m. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remain unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the attic, probably leaky due to a leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. Interesting stuff. So it seems to be that Lonnie and Sam are paranormal investigators of sorts, probably or they're interested in the paranormal, probably due to the X-Files and stuff like that, but I get that. I can definitely relate to that sort of a thing. But yeah, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So sorry about the glitchiness. Let's move on. So this is... Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. It's just a box full of my stuff. I don't know why, but I get a weird feeling about that door. Leaving the room. Huh. This must be where Janice, mother, does all her paintings. Looks like she's doing a painting of those flowers. Or was. Another tape player. Examine form. Wait. Let me turn on the lamp. Performance evaluation. Name Richard Patermatch. Supervisor Janice Greenbrier. So this is a performance evaluation on Ranger Richard. So he was there between September and October. He has exemplary across the board on knowledge and skills, communication, work ethic, safety procedure, punctuality, and overall. So it seems like he's a good worker. Ranger Patermatch. Ugh, I can't pronounce that last name very well. Patermatch. Or Patermash. Has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication have been a deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contribution to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, we will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Okay, so they want to keep him, or at least Janice wants to keep him there. Interesting stuff. So Janice seems to really like Ranger Rick. Halloween show, Misfits, see you there. Don't forget your costume.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
What could she tell, Sam? That you were having a good time? I like this painting, but I'm not sure how much it looks like the flowers. Turn off the lamp. There are so many rooms in this house that lead to other rooms randomly, and it's just like... why? Oh, I love these sort of sewing tables. Let me sew. Wanna sew? Can I close it again? No, I guess the sewing table's just out. So that's the art room, and this is the sewing room. Open armoire. Ooh. Captain Allegra and the first mate. So those are costumes. Your costume, my costume. So Lonnie drew this. Those look real cool. And I guess this is that costume, which is like pretty accurate. That's really good. That's awesome. God, these girls can cosplay. Is there anything else in here? Cassette case. Heavens to Betsy. Calculated for Sam. Okay. Let me just put things on the table gently, please. Okay, I guess that'll do. Open folder, examine map. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and I found a secret passage! And it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Library, the secret passage. So, this is in Mom and Dad's closet. Right. So this is where we are now. That's the art room, that's the guest room, Mom and Dad's room, and so in the back of their closet there's a secret passage. Oh my god, I've got to see this for skipping 6th. Okay, so it's actually marked on the map now. Cool, cool, cool. Grab textbook. Healthy choices, skills for a healthful lifestyle. Who says healthful? Full health, healthful. It's a mouthful to say healthful. Wait, can I open any of these boxes? I can. What's in the box? What's in the box? Whoops. Oppo Lara. A wildfire. He saved her from the raging flames, and then things really heated up. This guy here looks a bit like that character Chase from House, but like more beefy, I guess. Chase from House was like really skinny. One of the most distinctive writers of a genre, a tour de force wildfire has uniquely beautiful display of talent. Okay, so Mom reads erotic novels. Or Sam, but I feel like this is mostly Mum's sewing room. Oh, let's turn off the lamp over here. Conserve electricity. Okay. Ooh, okay. Sam's dark room, do not enter, red lights on, so it's saying do not enter. And it's locked, so we can't enter. Can you lock an attic from the inside? I guess it'd be terrifying if you were up there and it was locked from the outside. So I guess the only thing I can do is go through the secret passage. Did I forget to turn the light off in here? I guess it's fine that it was left on. Ooh. Open panel. Ooh. Cobwebby. I'll keep the panel open, I think. Ooh. Examine map. Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie. House investigation log. Hidden compartments found 3. Library, upstairs hall, and foyer. So there's one in the library, there's one in the upstairs hall, and there's one in the foyer. Evidence of the supernaturals discovered. 0. The search continues. Okay. I think we're closest to this one, so we'll go up and get that one first. Okay. So, there's that one and there's that one that's downstairs. Let's go back upstairs. And I think it's over here somewhere? Here. Ah. Ooh. A Ouija board. The Ouija board. It's kind of nice. Oh, half of a locker combination. And okay, so that's Sam's locker combination. Read note. Hello, hello, who are you, Oscar? What do you want to come back? So we're trying to use the Ouija board to communicate with Oscar. Put the panel back, put it back, put it back. Let's go downstairs now. Okie dokie. Oh, is there a light down here? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Whoops. It's just like old sewing stuff. That's really cool. Oh, a cross. Grab crucifix. Oh god. I guess the light doesn't like me. Where did the crucifix go? I lost it. Where is it? I dropped it. Oh wait, do I have it in my inventory? No. I just dropped it. I can't see it no more. It's there, okay. I wanna see what it says. Can I read it now? For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Okay. Less interesting than I thought it would be. I'll put this back. I think it was here. Put it back. Yep. Close the panel. Interesting. Okay, and this is Dad's office. This is the hallway. So there's supposed to be a panel. Is it in the hallway? Or wait, there's a panel in the library, isn't there? Oh, I shouldn't have turned off all these lights. I made my mistakes. Shoot. Wait, where was the panel in here? So where the door is, but to here? Open panel. No, that's a different panel. Oh, this way. Over here. Ha! Whoop. There's a sticker on the back. The Misfits. Cool.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Oh, okay. I love that sticker. Alright. Adjust adjusting to the dark. I'm just gonna leave these doors open. I don't care anymore. Wait, that's the book I threw on the floor. Whoops, a daisy. There's another one over here somewhere, right? Is it this? It is. Fuck off. Yeah, the combination. So cool. So cool. Heaven at the edge of the world. Private, do not read. The Green Glacier Part 2. So this is a continuation of the story that she wrote in the 2nd grade, now continuing in the 9th grade. Interesting. She just kept the streamline going, I guess. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves and from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. "We have to hurry," Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand. But it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water and then splashed down. All was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. And then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, and the hands, and the body of the woman. Still in the first mate's clothes, still the first mate's voice. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She's one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared at into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Ooh, spicy. I think that's sort of supposed to be an allegory for Sam's journey of her sexuality, I think. Alright, now we're gonna get upstairs and open the locker. In Sam's room. So what's the combination? Property of Sam, private, 051. Okay. Ooh. What's a key? Where's that a key to?
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Oh, cute. you have pink hair or red hair? I guess it must fade pretty dramatically. Some people's hair doesn't stay red when they dye it. Oof. Sam smokes. Oh no, she's still in a shirt. She's still in a jacket too. So this is like a shoplifting locker. Gosh, Sam. Oh. Did she steal one of her dad's gentleman magazines? Gillian Anderson's finally. I agree, finally. Special Shannon Doherty. Exclusive interview with mogul David Jeffen. The great UFO cover-up. That's really why she grabbed it. It was the great UFO cover-up that she was interested in, clearly. That's the only thing we can really get, isn't it? Alright. So we now have the basement key. Which I think was the door at the end of the hallway? I'm uncertain. Let's try it on that. Walk, 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 walk. Oh, it is that one. Oh gosh. It's a bit dark in there. Alright, but now we're going to head down to the basement because we just unlocked the door. And find out what's going on down here. Oof. Chips. Potato chips. That's a really nice bag clip as well. 3-ring folder. Oh wait. There's a note. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad to not be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. A fancy man, quite. Dear Miss DeSoto, please, I can't say DeSoto, fancy DeSoto. Allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. One especially appreciated the time one spent I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with a sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime. Same time next year? Shall we? Indeed, Madame Samantha Greenbrier, Esquire. I love that. There's nothing... it's a bag. Kind of. Oh, hang on. Let's go around over here. Wall of boxes. K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, T is for talented, L is for lighthearted, I is for important, N is for nice. Okay, so that's mine. One of my sex ed assignments. So this is the same assignment from a couple of years before Katie did hers. Plus tick. Yeah, it's just the sentences in order. Also, my handwriting is a lot like smaller and neater than Sam's is, so the teachers probably prefer that. It's all on the line. It's all very legible. Oh, first prize. What did we get first prize for? Tell me! Still nice stuff though. Kept down here in the basement. They don't want anybody to know about their child that went off to Europe. What's the furnace? Read letter. 24th of January 1995 for Samantha. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars in the 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the program's tuition and fees. Ooh, that's nice. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission. Best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julie Morris, Head Director of Admissions. Sorry.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the Army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Okay. So, she went off to college and, no, wait. She went off to the summer program that the college holds. Oh, why are we turning on a lamp that's at a bad angle? But yeah, she's going off to that creative writing course and Lonnie is going to basic training. Okay. Who's this? Richard Greenbrier, PhD, Professor Laureate of English, University of Oregon. His face is cut out. That's weird. Is that Terrence's dad? One of Dad's books, something stuck to it. Nope. Dear Terence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime-store science fiction. Deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu. I've never seen that word before. I need to look it up. In clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thought without distortion. Wow, he is pretentious. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is your publication, and rest assured that the reader of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrier, PhD. What an asshole. His dad is such an asshole. Hi, Taurus. The stream is going well. Thank you for joining. I very much appreciate that. Let me know how the audio is from your end. This game is Gone Home. It's a story about the main player character that we are controlling, Katie Greenbrier, has come home as a 20-year-old a year after having an adventure abroad in Europe, and comes home to the new house that her family has moved into, and it's completely empty, nobody's home. We've been learning about our father, Terence, who is an author who's struggling to get his new books published, and so he's writing reviews. Our mother, Janice, who is a conservationist, who seems to be having, and they seem to be having marital troubles, and she's also interested in this ranger, Rick. Oh, thank you. I would appreciate the host. As well as our little sister, Samantha, who is 17, who is also seems to be having this romantic encounter with her friend Lonnie, who is a army girl, who is apparently about to be shipped off to basic training. So that's interesting. It's a bit of a gay story. Bit of a lesbian sapphic story, which I love and I appreciate. Thank you so much for the host, Taurus. I appreciate that so much. That sound effect was very loud though, and it made me jump. I don't know if there's a way for me to quiet those, but wow, I was not expecting it to be that loud. Okay, let's explore over here. This is weird. This is like a room in the basement. Oh, it's got bells over here. Guest room, Mr. Mason's room, front door, library, and kitchen. So this is like the servants' quarters from like ages ago. Yeah, this is set in the 90s as well. Girl Scout self. We could listen to it. We could listen to it. I don't know whether or not the music's copyrighted. X-ray specs. I assume it is. These are like real bands. Soda can. Read letter. Yolanda De Soto, or Lonnie. She's writing from Mexico. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson. It is a point-and-click game. It's not horror, but does have a bit of a creepy setting. But it doesn't have any actual horror elements other than... So there is some horror elements in the fact that Sam, our little sister, as well as her friend slash lover slash girlfriend, Lonnie, they're very into, like, you know, investigating the paranormal. They're into X-Files and that sort. And they believe the ghost of Oscar Mason, who was our dad's uncle, so Terrence's uncle, who died, which is why he inherited this house, believe that the ghost is still around in the house, and they've been trying to communicate with the ghost with a Ouija board. But other than that, there's no supernatural elements. It's not really a horror game, it's just sort of exploration storytelling. Anyway, today's Spanish lesson, X-Fly. Sorry, that's just a dot point. Fly, Mosca. Hubcap, Tabacubus, I think. Sunbeam, Rayo de Sol, your love to amor. Or it is an interesting backstory. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out here in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. Okay. So, Sam is a aspiring author as well, and she writes about Allegra, Captain Allegra, and her first mate adventures. It's very cute. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again, but I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Oof. That's a little bit dirty. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we started driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Yeah, so it's basically just like I've just gotten home and nobody else is here and I don't know what to do because I've just been gone a year abroad and my whole family moved to a new house. So it's basically like, okay, what? It's just, yeah, a walking simulator. It's exploration. There's like a bed here, but it's like not a bed because there's no mattress. It's just flat and what's in the bin? Can I get the paper? There's so much crumpled up paper. Oh, no, there's a page behind. It's like a drug. The first time in my room in the middle of the night, I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. The clock said 3:13. Her face was a spectral, dim red light, and then I could only feel her. It was okay, I'm not reading any more of that. Okay, so that was a sexual thing, I think. And because I am her sister does not want to read that. Cool, cool. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout set list. Okay, so that's for a concert, I think?
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Oh, that's very cute. Yeah, we keep getting these little snippets from Sam about her journey with Lonnie. Ooh, creepy. Safe. Yeah. It's kind of cool. It's like we're getting sort of a bit of context from Sam about what's going on. But most of it is just sort of like picking stuff up and looking at it. So this is the floor plan of the house. Well, the first floor of the house. Okay, so we've been around this area. Music room? I don't remember that. I think that might have been a different area. But anyway. But we haven't been over this side of the house because this door was locked. So what's down here? That doesn't work. Some wood. Is there anything else? Scrap. What does the scrap say? Order this month 1 cases of brandy, 1 cases of, I don't know what that word is, 1 barrel of whiskey, something remains very, something with enforcement in Boone County. Believe this announcement shall hold for some time. This cursive writing is ridiculously hard to read. There are not any demons in the shadows that need exercising. Oh, it's our dad's height chart from age 6 to age 12. Thanksgiving 1963. Did something happen? Because that's apparently when he stopped coming over to his Uncle Mason's house. 1963 or 1960. 1963. Ooh. Okay. So this is old Uncle Mason's safe. So what do we got? A bottle of hydrogen peroxide. A bottle of Aquatil. Morphine. Ooh. Maybe habit forming. These are really old drugs as well. Bileron? I don't even know what that is. And a very old syringe. Kinda creepy. Read letter. Oscar Mason, returned to sender, sending it to Mary Greenbrier. So I think that Mary Greenbrier must be Oscar's sister, who married a Greenbrier that was Terry's father. So must be Terry's mother or our grandmother, who married Richard, who was Terry's father. So this is our grandmother on our dad's side. Dear sister, I unite what shall be my last appeal, to go unanswered one way or the other. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul or for commune, only my one mind, examining itself endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only bare forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation, sacrificed to prove my commitment. However, I can imagine, since mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe an air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved. But I do not expect it. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. So this did not even get delivered. So I guess he just accepted death. Your flashy alerts make your stream a bit more alive. You're clever because I didn't even know how to do that. It's just because I've got Streamlabs. Streamlabs kind of has it automatically, and all I did was change the little icon thingy so it was a cat, because the default was a zombie, and I was like, nah thanks. Nah bruh. Don't want the zombie. Yeah, it's like flashy handwriting because it's all very old-timey, because this is set in the 90s, and our father was born, so if he was 6 in 1957, he would have been born in like 1950 or 1951. And so, you know, Oscar's quite old. So that's why he has all the fancy cursive handwriting. But I think the implication... Okay, so here's the theory. So Terence Greenbrier, is our father, who writes a lot of books about JFK, the assassination of JFK and preventing the assassination of JFK, which happened in 1963, when Terry was 12. And this height board insinuates something happened to Terry in this house at age 12 in 1963, and he seems to be having some sort of inclination to write about the assassination of JFK and preventing it, and preventing this massive trauma from happening. So something traumatic happened to Terry in this house in 1963, and Oscar seems to be the perpetrator of that because he was writing to Terry's mother um, to ask for forgiveness. So there's some implications there. There's some quite nasty implications about something that Oscar did to Terry in 1963 that Terrence still has not been able to get over. But that's not even the key part of the story. That's just a side fringe theory about, our dad and Oscar, because the main story is about Sam, our sister, and Lonnie, and their lesbian experiences. So far, I haven't found Streamlabs to conflict with stream elements or anything. So, for example, if I give you a shout out right now, oh, usually it works. Oh, that's right. I need to actually put your name in. Never mind. Yeah. See, Stream Elements still works with Streamlabs, and I actually typed that message through Streamlabs OBS. So it doesn't conflict with Stream Elements at all. I don't use Nightbot nearly as much, so I don't know about whether it interferes with that, but it's fine with Stream Elements. Open folder. That's Mum's citizenship stuff. So our mother, Janice, where is she from? July 1972. So she's quite a bit... Okay, wait, no. When's her birthday? March 1950. So our mum and dad were born in the same year. Okay, so she's from Canada. Right, okay. Cool. So our mum is Canadian. So much stuff in this basement. What? Wait, should I be exploring more of the basement? Because I just sort of accidentally found this. Oh, okay. There's nothing really over here, so... Wait, what's this? Postcard. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah? Noma, yeah, okay. Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and raining as shit in March. I wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shot and oh shit, here you come. Okay, so this is just a joke postcard.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Oof. Stick with the group. So her parents don't approve of Lonnie. Okay, so they moved into this house. So this is Uncle Oscar's old house, and he died and left it to Terrence because Terrence was his only nephew. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Saggy Moistra. Granny, sorry, saggy moist granny. Welcome to the Chill Cats and Killer Kittens. We appreciate your follow. Yeah, so a lot of Sam's stuff gets read by her, but all of the stuff about our parents is just sort of like you have to read it yourself and figure it out yourself. Wait, what's this? Bratmobile. A lot of this game is so 90s. Costumes, skeletons and devils, cheerleaders like the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy, the Psycho House Girl, the coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl, cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. That's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everyone was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Yeah, so that's part of one of the previous journal entries. That's alright, Taurus. I appreciate the asking of questions. I am a huge encourager to ask questions. There's never any stupid questions. And this game has a lot of in-depth stuff because it's essentially just looking for information and digging for information. So there's a lot of information to get through. But yeah, no, I'm okay with constant chat spam. Okay. Goodfellow Senior High School. Dear Miss Greenbrier, Samantha Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing this letter. It shows initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Mr. Soto is referring to Lonnie, her last name is DeSoto. While I understand that Mr. Soto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As for your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in the incident, the fact that no guilty party has come forward and that there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker, in other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Did you have a read of what I said at the stream before? Yeah, so the key audio dialects in this game would kind of give you a break from reading. Yeah, so the parts that Sam reads from her diary basically give me a break from reading what's happening. But yeah, the family moved into this house, so they moved out of their previous house that we used to live in into this house. Is that what you were referring to?
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Yeah, no, the storm definitely makes it pretty eerie. It's very, it's got a lot of ambience, this game. There's actually some flickering lights that happen as well that freak you out, and you can find a letter that explains the fact that the wiring in the house is just really shitty. It's not unsafe, it's just going to cost way too much and cause way too much damage to actually replace it. So the whole setting of this game would work really well as a horror game. It's just not a horror game. It's just creepy for no real reason. Woman Outlaws. This'll show you who runs things around here in this joint. She's tougher than a wild Mustang. No female's gonna tell me, yag! I'd read it. Looks like they were cutting stuff out. So many just like half-eaten chip packets around here. And pizza boxes. Recycle, guys! Grab label. Girl justice now. So this must be that zine. Girl justice now. Kick against the patriarch. Oh, okay, so they like must have photocopied that and cut it out and wrote their own speech bubble. This one's for you, Grossman. Captain A, Rev 1, Lucian. Oh, Rev L Lucian, because her name is Lonnie, so L, Lonnie. Clever. Heard enough, had enough, ready to join the revolution and take a stand against the Grossman and the patriarchy. Is Grossman the principal or something? I forget. I always recycle. Sometimes I can't be stuffed and put everything in the trash. I'm the same, Taurus. Sometimes I'm like, I know that this can be recycled, but like, screw it. I'm just gonna put it in the bin. My partner's a bit more recycle conscious because he lives with his 2 other siblings, so he knows that if he doesn't use the recycle bin, the trash bin gets full too quickly. Send us your missives from the Girl Riot Underground, and I've got a PO box. Maybe you just want to make cool zines, or maybe even a mixtape music. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it is the principal. I'm not sure. Who was this, who wrote this one? Principal Sheldon Grossman. Yeah, it is the principal. Okay, that makes sense then. Grossman and the patriarchy, fight! Alright, wait. I got lost. Am I supposed to go this way, or...? Oh, that's back to the main house. I think there's more of the basement area to discover. What's over here? Oh, another panel. Right! I knew there was a panel in the guest room, I just couldn't remember where. Okay, so this is where Katie is supposed to live, where there's so many boxes of our boxes here. But the guest room hasn't been made up yet because we came back from our trip early. So our parents weren't expecting us. And Sam has gone missing. And we're just trying to figure out where everyone is. I assume something happened with Sam and Lonnie. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we've unlocked the right side of the house now. Oh, what's this? Jan Greenbrow. She got her hair done and a manicure. Yeah, so the family isn't here anymore. Why the electricity? Okay. So basically what the situation is when we left, we lived in a different location in, I think it was Forest County. And since then our family moved to this location in Boone County. So we're in the Boone County house, the new house right now. The family lives here now and has moved all their stuff here. And this is our first time here. It's just everybody's out of the house for some reason when we got home. Even though it's like 2 a.m. or something. And we're basically just like examining all of the stuff that's here to try to figure out where people are right now. But they all live here right now. So we've all moved to this is the new house that we're in. The electricity is just a bit on the fritz, but it's all working because this is where we live. This is where Oscar lived, and he died, and so our dad inherited the house, so that's why we live here now, because it's a bigger, better house, I assume. Okay. Hey Lonnie, sorry, my mom is such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mum lives in Florida. You have to have a mum every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No! That's a very big no. Lonnie is a bit of an artist, so Sam is the writer and Lonnie is the artist. Magazine. Froth. Music and culture. Yeah, our motive is to find out where they've gone. So, there was a note on the front door. I'll go and show you that quickly. From Sam. And there was also a note, under one of the room doors, I think the spare room door, saying, sorry that your room isn't ready, just sleep in my room. So this is all of our stuff. This is the front door, and this is the note on the front door that says, Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it's impossible. Please, please don't keep digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone, Mum and Dad, to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. So this is the note we came home to. And so now we're just doing the opposite of the note and being a nosy little bitch. And we just got to this part of the house. Yeah. Because people are supposed to be here. Oh, it's a ticket. Earth, Wind and Fire. Woof. Who left it there? The people who, like, our parents and our sister are just such dirty people. They just leave shit everywhere. And, like, everything's still in boxes. I think we'd only moved a couple of months ago. I think. I'm not sure. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. L. P.S. Treasure it always. We must be the bitch of the house. No, I think that's our mum. Janice. Where's the lights? Also, these light switches are really weird. I just want to show you. There's like 2 buttons. It's like, if I lived here, I'd just spend forever playing with these light switches. Until, like, they broke. Because I'm like that. Alright. Mum's purse. Put it back. We always leave things neater. I think we must have been the person that cleans the house, because everything is so messy when we find it. When we pick it up and put it back, we always put it back neatly. Research manual. Take care of our forests. What's this note underneath? Hi Jan, I got 2 tickets for the EWF Earth, Wind and Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want it to so her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right, Rick? So Ranger Rick is a transfer from another station, another forestry service station that Mum may or may not be having an affair with. Like mother, like daughter. A bunch of bitches. Right? Yeah, right? So, like, there's, like, implications that, hang on. Let me just double check something. So there's, like, implications that we moved in September of 1995. Because there's, like, stuff about August 1995? I just want to check what date it is now. June. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused right now. Hang on, let me check something. Maybe they moved in last year, but yeah, there's so much stuff in boxes. Oh god, I wish there was a run key. It is a bit of a maze, it is very big. Hang on, let me show you the map of it. So this is the upstairs, and then the downstairs. And there's like these secret passages as well as these secret panels. So it's like a lot. And then we haven't been able to get into the attic yet because it's locked. It's really dark because I've turned off a lot of the lights, and also like the lighting in this house is just very bad. Usually there's like lamps in between these spaces that the lights don't reach, but sometimes there's not. So just for reference, this is Sam's room with these cool ass stars. You know the weirdest thing about this room though is that there's no like ceiling light. It's all like lamp light, which is like really weird. This is our parents' room that looks like it's been ransacked, but it might just be because they're messy as shit. Yeah, so this is the note that says to sleep in Sam's room because she won't be needing it anymore, which is ominous. But yeah, there was this journal here. What does this journal say? Okay, so 1994. So they've been investigating Oscar since last year. So they've been here for about a year. Yeah, and yet everything's still in boxes because I guess they're lazy as fuck. Secret passage. But yeah, this is supposed to be Katie's room. It's just like none of it's unpacked yet because everybody in this house is just messy as fuck. Yeah, apparently this one just doesn't work. I mean, like, I complain about the fact that she walks so slow, but I guess if I was, like, you know, just wandering around this house in the early morning, I would not be running either. I would be walking really slowly. Yeah, those lights on the wall are called sconces, I'm pretty sure. So this is the dining room. Holy shit, this is a huge table. How many people live here? Another one of the postcards I sent. Hi Mum, Dad and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've got to see a lot of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mum, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull, probably. Love, Katie. God, no butts in heaven. Well, let me put it back properly. Yeah, so the house is faulty. So yeah, the wiring is just really old, and because this house is so old, the wiring was like updated, like in parts and pieces over 100 years. So like it's all dodgy. So tablecloths and plates. Nothing that interesting in there. Examine scene. Samantha Greenbrier. I can't read the teacher's name. Principal's office. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Please call students' parents. Out of school suspension for 4 days. Wow. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand that you are going through what you are going through, but we cannot allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school, and clearly one of your privileges, when your privileges are reinstated, we cannot allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so that this won't happen again, Dad. So they seem to know what's going on between Sam and Lonnie.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something, but they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, 'cause they're in for one very long phase.
Woof. There's never anything in these cabinets. I'm not sure whether these are like part of the house or whether they moved like them. Whether they're from the old house. Oh, I'm too close to the drawer apparently. First off, congratulations, Janice Greenbrier, Regional Director. And I say congratulations because come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back! But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our own favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast! You sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulations margarita, boss lady. Soon. Love, Carol. So this is Mum's college friend, I think. And they've been sending letters back and forth discussing this sort of relationship with this guy that her mum is kind of seeing / works with. Yeah, she's talking about being a lesbian. So Sam is a lesbian, and Lonnie she's going out with Lonnie, kind of, who is an army girl. So her parents don't want to accept that. The Accidental Warrior, don't give up on this, honey. So this is Dad's potential new book that he crumpled up and threw away, but Mum took out and wrote don't give up on this. Even though their relationship is not so great. The Gits. I don't want to put it back on the ground, put it on the table. Why is there so much stuff on the ground here? Come on, guys. Don't be dirty. Yeah, the parents are terrible. This is like the 90s though, this is 95. Not that it makes it better, but it's like, yeah, kind of expected. Should I go through this door? Half of these lights don't fucking work. Oof. I guess it doesn't matter. Same hallway. That fridge is so loud. This light was just left on. We can make the fridge pee. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter Helen Margaret to Mr. Richard Morris Patermarch. So that's Ranger Rick. So that's the guy that Mum wants to have an affair with, and she's just received a invitation to get to their wedding. Interesting. See, no, they didn't buy this house, they inherited this house, so they didn't have to pay for it. So, I don't know if you can get ripped off in an inherited house. Sam's schedule working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m, Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Those are some good hours, but like, when the fuck are you supposed to actually do anything? Whoops, too close to the fridge again. It's a big carton of milk. So they've got milk and sauce and cheese and relish and fruit. Do they just eat pizza in this house? There's nothing even in that crisper. Whoops. Open freezer. There's nothing in the freezer either. Peas. Frozen spinach. Ice cream, of course. Ooh, cookie caramel. Fish sticks. I guess they just survive off pizza and fish sticks and relish. So that's all they have to eat. Looks like the kitchen is like being renovated or something. Because like the sink is over there. Can I set the clock? Let me set the clock. This is such an old looking dishwasher. I don't really want to unpack the dishwasher. Okay, so June. Katie comes home this month. We'll call with expected dates. Rick's wedding, crossed out. Can't make it, send regrets. She's not going to her co-worker's wedding because she wanted to have an affair with him. So instead they went on an anniversary trip, and I think this is today, so they're away on their anniversary trip right now, which makes sense of why they're not here. Yeah, they inherited this place. Sam is supposed to go to the dentist, so I don't think she's gonna make that dentist trip. Charity junk pickup, basement. So okay, so they have a lot of shit in boxes because they are gonna send it to the charity. Forest Loop Trail hike event over a couple of days. Church potluck. Scalloped potatoes? Cresting Elementary public area cleanup. Okay. But yeah, basically they're just on their anniversary trip, which is why they're not home. Congratulations on your new position, dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbrier. Having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest, and very much look forward to welcoming you at your new desk in the State Forestry Office at 8 a.m. May the 1st. I think she wasn't sure about whether she was going to take the job because she wanted to stay where she was because of Ranger Rick. But then Ranger Rick got married and she was like, well, fuck him then. Even though she was already married and was considering having an affair with her husband, but you know, I guess you can only have a one-way affair. Can't call anyone. Oh, this is where they keep all their food. And more sauces. See, this is why we keep finding potato chips everywhere, because it's all that poor little Sam has to eat. Kitchen. They still haven't unpacked. They've been here a year. Oh gosh. Oh, this is the garage. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other weird sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we are on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out there, mass market shunned visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. Wow, that's a difficult to read paragraph. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and revising Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snake Man, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Venusian Flesh Traders. Ugh. So I'm guessing we have to clear the whole place before the game ends? Yeah, so the game ends when I think we get to the attic. So we're basically right now looking for an attic key, but I think we have to search through the Hell House before we can find the attic key. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, NJ, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into the 20th century civilization, anxieties, and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes of the modern suburban American once, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new foreword for the book to appear in the brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah. These are the books that our dad wrote about saving JFK from being assassinated. To be produced by Unknown Dimensions as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us for the Weird Odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of the unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off. Medish Kaczynski, publisher, Unknown Dimensions Limited. Jeez. Oh, so I guess this is the new publishing house's version of the book. I like it. It's fancy. The other one just had JFK's picture on it. A message from our future saved the president once, but within 24 hours, another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. It's pretty deep of avoiding JFK's assassination. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure, the theory is that it's linked to the fact that, Terrence writing the books about JFK's assassination are linked to the fact that he has trauma from the same time period, caused by his uncle. Sam, your mother, and I will be away for the long weekend, which is now celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd to 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we'll give you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Dad, be good. So that explains where the parents are. Recycling, garbage, lightning, thunder. I guess she quit from the Crown Burger because her uniform and name tag are in the bin. That's too much effort. I remember there's a ball up on the roof that we can get down and then shoot through a hoop for like an extra steam achievement, but that's too much effort. Oh good. I was like, did we miss a light switch somewhere? Because this hallway is dark. Oh, panel. Booted out Girl Scout. Going away show for Lonnie. Saturday, June 3rd.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Oof. Did they break up? Did they break up on Lonnie's going away party? This one I sent from Barcelona. Barcelona. Hi Mum, Dad and Sam. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the gaudy architecture. It's from a strange alien world. So I think that Terrence and Sam, Terry, the mom, the dad and Sam, the younger daughter, have very similar interests because they both seem to be really interested in the supernatural and writing and stuff. Because there's a lot of X-Files tapes that have been recorded. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Love, Katie. So she comes home from a year of being away and nobody's home. Hi, Bone. Love to see ya. How you doing? We're playing Gone Home. Have you ever heard of the game or played the game? It's an adventure. We're learning about gay teens in the 90s. We're exploring a creepy old house. Home cook. Ooh. So this game, where we play Katie Greenbrier, who's just come home from a year abroad, and we arrived home in June 1995 to this new house that our family moved into after our dad inherited it, and find that nobody's at home. So we have to discover what's going on. Well, see, we found out that the parents are away on their anniversary trip, and Sam has gone somewhere mysterious, and we're learning about her relationship with Lonnie, who seems to be her girlfriend, and her parents don't approve of it, of the lesbian relationship. I don't really want to grab toilet paper. This house is full of toilet paper, though. There's like 5 bathrooms, and no showers. They all have baths in them, and no showers. I stuck around for a raid and was like, cool, a fellow Aussie streamer. And then they did a shoey and I ran away from the tree. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I do not appreciate shoeys that much personally. Again, these light switches, I would just fiddle with them until they broke. Such a dangerous light switch. It could get stuck. Oops, I meant to leave it turned on. It was gross. Yeah, right? Chewies are gross. I do not approve. So this is the laundry. Fabric softener sheets softly. What? I thought that was soda under there. It's cleaning powder. These people don't know how to clean up. I do not want to grab the detergent, thank you. Although I probably have heaps of laundry in my luggage. It's a greenhouse! I've just come back from Amsterdam. Guess what I'll be planting? I guess this is where Dad writes. Although he does have an office. So I guess he has 2 typewriters? Why doesn't he have a computer? Just typewriters. It's the 90s. You should have a computer. This is a new publication of his book. A lot of sticky notes in it. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending, I guess it's supposed to say sending, along copies of the new edition. Cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this is a revived interest in my work that has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you might find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope you might find this an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terrence L. Greenbrier. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Bone. How's your headache doing? Because I know that you were having a bit of a struggle earlier. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement, the days when he mattered. So when a familiar rip in time opens in front of him, and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No, the life you will save this time will be your own. Much better after yesterday, and my headaches subsided. That's so good to hear. I'm so glad that you're doing better. Yeah, yesterday was miserable. Came to a miserable ending. Oh, a secret door, and another secret door. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete. Okay, so we need to go back to the foyer. Bone did stream today.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
So Lonnie had to go off to basic training in the army and left us. It was very sad. So I guess life moves on. Whoa. Mouse sensitivity going crazy. I guess we're gonna go investigate the secret thing in the foyer. Secret. God, this house is massive. So many secret compartments. Look at that. It's just a panel in the wall. Creepy. I think it's here? Oh, another one. Brilliant. Just what you need. More secret panels. Uh-huh. I think that's Oscar. Yep, Oscar. Cool. So I guess this is what they meant by they saw Oscar off, is that they were doing some occult shit. Possession and exorcism. Cool, guys. Why is the lamp turned over? Why is the light so bad in this room? Oh, a key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Okay, so is Sam in the attic? Honey snaps. Just casually, you know, contacting the dead and eating honey snap cereal. Yeah, I was hanging out in Bone Stream earlier, listening to it, and I went like fell asleep. Whoops. I'm not very good. I used to be a very a morning person, but these days I struggle to stay awake in the morning when I get up. We're going to the attic, to the attic. This is where Sam develops her photos. She's a photographer. Creepy. Open a portal to the spiritual side, no biggie, just eating a honey-o cereal. Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong. I love you, Lonnie. Oh, that's cute.
Oh my god. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
So I guess they ran off together. Interesting. 2 17-year-old lesbians running off together in the 90s. I'm sure that'll end well. I mean, like, it's cute and beautiful, but like, I worry. What happens on the reset, Bone? Like, what is the reset for DBD? Yeah, congrats on making rank 6. That's awesome. She's developing photos. Oh, that's the locket. It's a very aesthetic photo, very cute. cool. God, I wish I had a house like this.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday.